It's great to see you all again through this video. I hope you have been progressing well in the program. And I want to reiterate the fact that all these technicalities will become much easier if you practice more. So practice all the functions and tools again and again to gain control over it. So now back to the topic, index and match. Index and match is the most popular tool in Excel for performing more advanced lookups. This is because index and match is incredibly flexible. You can do horizontal and vertical lookups, two-way lookups, left lookups, case-sensitive lookups, and even lookups based on multiple criteria. If you want to improve your Excel skills, index and match should be on your bucket list. So first we will start with the match function. Simply saying, match function just returns the numeric value as result. So what is the number it is giving as a result? So it is the position of the lookup value in the lookup array. Just think or imagine what a VLOOKUP formula does. It searches for the lookup value and returns the result based on the column index number provided by us for the first match. Match function operates in the similar way. However, it does not provide any result from the array, but it says in which cell the value is first positioned. So match only supports one-dimensional arrays or ranges, either vertical or horizontal. Now, but you can use match function twice in a single formula to find matching row and column at the same time. Let us quickly take this instance to find the occurrence of the word USD in the conversion master. So enter the formula here, equal to match. The lookup value is USD. Type in within the double quotes USD, comma. The lookup array is this range containing the currency names over here. Fix this if you want to copy it down, or else leave it blankly, comma. The match type is exact match, 0, close, and enter. So now the result is 3. That means in the selected range, the word we are looking for is in the third position. So this is the range. So it is 1, 2, and 3. The third position contains the lookup value. What we have done here is the exact match using the match type 0. Similarly, there are two other match types. Those are approximations. Match type 1 would look for exact number or the nearest smallest number, which is similar to the operational procedure we are about to see in the approximation match type in VLOOKUP. And the type -1, what we saw, will look for the exact or nearest largest number. To surprise all of us, the match function can even perform wildcard searches for partial matches. It is asterisk and question mark are called as wildcards, and match function supports that search also. So always remember, when argument is optional, it is not actually so. It replaces the blank argument with any of the inputs that is possible there. And if the inputs are 0 or 1, it in most cases takes 1 as the input and process the formula accordingly. Therefore, never leave an optional argument unfilled unless you are confident with what approach the formula will take, right? Because if you leave the third argument in match, it will take 1, which is approximate match. If you leave the third argument blank in VL or fourth argument blank in the VLOOKUP, it will take approximate match, something like that stuff. So don't leave any optional argument unless and until you are sure that there is no impact giving that or leaving that. Okay, so let's move on to the index function here. The index function in Excel is fantastically flexible, powerful, versatile function, and you will find it in a huge number of Excel formulas, especially in the advanced formulas. But what does the index function actually do? In a nutshell, index retrieves the value at a given location in a range. For example, if I select this area that is the conversion master over here and ask the index function to provide me the value in the third column in the 6th row. Okay, so 3 and 6 would become this, and it will provide the result as 71. That is as simple as what index function can do for you. You can use index to retrieve individual values or entire rows and columns. That's how you use. Index is frequently used together with the match function In this scenario, the match function locates and feeds a position to the index function, and index returns the value at that position. Now that we have covered the basics of index and match, how do we combine the two functions in a single formula? Consider the table containing the conversion rates for different periods of different currencies. Let's say we want to write a formula that returns the AED rate for the month of January 2020. We know we can give index formula and hard code the row and column number to retrieve a value. But we obviously don't want to hard code the numbers. Instead, we want a dynamic lookup. How will we do that? The match function, of course. Match will work perfectly for finding the positions we need, right? So working one step at a time, let's work only on the row number part first and leave the column number hard coded, right? So start here with this equal to index. Select the entire array including the header for ease of access of this formula, comma. In the row number part, we are going to use the match function, match. Lookup value is AED, in the row number we need to see about the month, select January 2020, comma. The lookup array is this column where you have to find the row number, right? And comma, the match type should be 0. It should not be left blank, so be careful and enter a type close the bracket, comma. For now we will leave the column index number or column number as 2, even though it says only INR, but we will just select 2, close it and enter. So the rate will be 1 because INR stands still. Now we will just work on the column number as well. So let's now tackle that. So instead of the hard coded value 2, we will replace it again with the match function here, match. Lookup value is AED. You can type in AED within double quotes or select a cell to make it more dynamic. So whenever you change the currency name or the month, it automatically fetches based on this one because both are linked to another cell, and it will look up based on the values in that cell, which makes that more dynamic, right? So that one, comma. The lookup array is this currency names including the header in the left side because we have selected that entire thing in the index function, right? Then comma, match type is 0. Then close the bracket for the match function and the index function is closed now. So this is 19.4225. We can check that once. So Jan 2020 is in this row, AED is this column, so it is 19.4225, right? So this is how it works. You can even change the name of the currency and check whether it works well. So it is actually working good. So to summarize, index needs numeric positions, match finds those positions, and match is nested inside the index to retrieve the value what we require. So this is the major illustration of index match. Let me quickly brief you on how to use this function for left lookup and case sensitive lookups as well. So these types of lookup makes the formula more powerful than VLOOKUP. Left lookup. So simply in this one, this just means a lookup where assume the month column is at the right side of the values instead of left side as this, right? Still the function gives you the exact same results because those ranges are selected independently than the index function, because match only sees only one row or one column. It doesn't really depend upon the index function there, right? And case sensitive lookup by itself, the match function is actually not sensitive. So even if you type AED or USD in lower cases, it will still retrieve the correct value and give you. But if you want to respect the uppercase and lowercase, that is, you have to respect the case sensitivity, then you can use exact function instead of match function. Exact function also carries the same arguments that of the match function. Alright, let's catch up in the next episode with a few of the interesting date related functions. Bye.